Good. It's afternoon. So good afternoon, YouTube. It's me, um, Rude. Okay. Nay, I'm coming to you today with a story time. And this story time is about the first time I got sick. The first time me and my family, my mother, realized I was sick. So it was 7 years old. I was seven. This was in 1996. I was 7 years old. I was outside playing with my cousins, my little sister. We was just outside playing, and just all of a sudden, I did not feel well at all. I didn't. When I say I didn't feel well, I did not feel well at all. So I went back and I went into the house and laid down on the couch. My mom was in the kitchen cooking. She came out the kitchen, came into the living room where I was at, and asked me what was wrong. So that didn't feel good, and asked her if she can get me some water. She got me some water and laid it beside me while I laid on the couch. I drank the water, and about like 10 minutes after that, I start feeling real sick. So I vomit into the cup because I didn't want to vomit on the floor. And it was like gray, cloudy. It was horrible. And my mom started freaking out. She was like, "We're going to, let me call the doctor." She called my doctor. He said, "Go take me to the ER because it could be a number of things." So we went to the ER, and they did so many tests. So many. And I just kept going, like getting worse. So my mom was like, "It's nothing. Y'all haven't found nothing yet." They was like, "No, we haven't found anything going on. We still running tests and all this." So we was in there for so many hours, and then the doctor came after like 10 hours of being in the ER. The doctor came and told my mom that they found the issue with me, and we that she needed to hurry up and get me to Greenville Hospital, Greenville, North Carolina Hospital. My mom said, "What's wrong?" They told her, and they said, "If we don't get her to Greenville Hospital right now, like right now, I'm 7 years old, you're going to lose your daughter." I never heard my mom yell out, cry out, scream like she did. It scared me so bad, I started screaming and crying. Okay? Like, she was like, "What? Okay, well, go ahead, do whatever you got to do." They called the helicopter, and it got there quick. First time in a helicopter was when I was seven. Got me to Greenville. As soon as I got there, I went into surgery. When I when I got out of surgery, I was real sore. I didn't know why I went into surgery, but basically, this story is they said that my kidneys only had one kidney, and it was the size of a dime. The other one was like really, it was gone. It was one was the size of a dime, and one was the size of a nickel. So my kidneys just stopped working. Just stopped working. 7 years old. So that when I went into surgery, the surgery they did was when they had to go in and put a tube. It was a real long tube in my stomach for me to start. It's called PD. Yeah, PD dialysis, where they use a machine and they do filter your stuff all out through this tube in your stomach. Um, what else? Okay, they did the surgery. They did that one treatment first. They did the first treatment first. something went right, so I had to go back into surgery about the tube. It was moving or something. So they had to go back in and wrap it a certain way again and try again. I'm 7 years old going through all this. So after they went in, did a surgery again, wrapped it again, they tried to do the dialysis again, but this time slower. So I was in ICU. I was out of it, like out of it. My mom was a working mother. She worked 3 jobs for her kids, all 5 of us. My mom and all her jobs was wonderful. When I got sick, whenever she had to go with me, they let her go. And I want to thank all her bosses for that because they didn't have to do that, but they did. So so she was always with me. When I say always, she was always with me. And I had a little sister. And she used to bring my little sister to see me too. I almost got emotional, but I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not. Um so what happened? Yeah, so I was in, they put me in ICU. They did the surgery. They ran the dialysis. The first time doing dialysis, they ran it, but they did it slower than what they normally do. So when they did it that time, it was working. So they realized they had to run the machine slower. So after doing that, and when the process was over of them doing the dialysis, they leave fluid in your stomach. And at this time, I did not like it. I didn't like it, so I was not eating because I felt full, so it's no point in eating. I had to go back into surgery to put a feeding tube in. 7 years old. So they put the feeding tube in. That's how they gave me my nutrients and all that from that. After that, I stayed in that hospital for 3 years. But I will explain that to y'all on another story time. But that's when we and it's more, way more to it. So there's going to be a part 2 to this story time. But yeah, that's what happened when I first got sick. Yeah. So it was a lot to deal with, but I just thank God that He gave me the strength to do it because if I don't know, I don't know. I just thank Him for giving me the strength every day to just make it through. So I'm very grateful and so thankful for that. But yeah, like I said, it will be a part 2 to this. I would tell y'all on the second part, I'm going to tell y'all about living in the hospital, doing school in the hospital, about